What's up, party people? Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Tamara. Thanks for joining me today. And before you get defensive, ESTJs and ENTJs, hear me out because I've got some great things to tell you. So, when I tell you to disarm, it's for a reason. So, what do I mean by disarm? I mean, lay your guard down. So when we think of ESTJs and ENTJs, these are very strong types. We need them in the world. We have to have them. I would not want the earth to exist without this type because they lead in a way that no other types can lead. They can take charge, they garner respect, they are take charge kind of people. They are assertive and concerned with making sure that things run smoothly and according to the rules. They have standards that they live by. They want things to function at a very high level. They like, both of them like competence. They know how to make things happen. They know how to build systems and execute them. So that's really not what I'm talking about. We have to have leaders. Both of these types have admirable qualities that an organization or a workplace, we benefit greatly from having these two types. So, do I want them to disarm all the time or even most of the times? Heck no. I want them to keep that big EJ stick because it helps. You got to have somebody that's willing to step in, step up, and make things happen. That is imperative. So that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a little window of disarming. And I'm going to tell you my inspiration. It's sort of like if you've ever decorated a room, which I think is so much fun, and you have this one object that is your inspiration. It could be a vase, it could be a picture, and you're going to decorate a whole room around this. That's kind of how I feel. Like I have a point of inspiration, and it's this guy I know, right? And it seems like whenever I approach said guy, I can see him gauging me. And he's either an ENTJ or he's an ESTJ. But it's like my ENFJ mind starts reading his mind. And so like I did a video where I had this cat on my porch, right? And so I knew this cat is not gonna just talk to me. I gotta give it some food. I gotta reach out the door a little bit. And first it starts to run, and then I show it, hey, I've got some food here. Would you like to try it? And then maybe we can start to make friends. And I'm not saying that every ESTJ or ENTJ you have to sort of approach with a little bit of food or a little bit of, here's a little piece of dessert. You do not. There are all kinds. You put the Enneagrams on this particular type and it can change. Probably the guy that I'm talking about is probably the asserter on the Enneagram. He's probably, if you do the triad types, he's probably a 6, and he might be a 1, or he might be the adventurer because he does a lot of really great things. Like this guy has reached the top of his game in his career field. He also does speaking engagements and travels and all that stuff. So, but whenever I step in the room, and this is not somebody that I've known for a very long time, I can see him feeling me out. It's kind of like a cat where the hairs stand up on the back of their heads, right? Like, wait, I can see this person ready to attack. Like, what do you want? Because I don't know what you want, but I'm ready for you. Just in case you ask me to do something that I don't want to do or something that I don't agree with, I'm ready. It's like I can see him gearing up. And I never want anything bad. Let me disarm you. So, he makes the ENFJ have to work extra hard, like pulling out all of my little, persuasive tactics. There have been times when I've gone into fight or flight where I'm like, do I just walk out of this room without saying anything? Or do I match the stance like, what you want? Or do I smile and try to create hey, I'm not going to throw anything at you that you can't handle. I'm coming in with my guard down, so let your guard down. And there's always a sense of relief. And then the next thing you know, we're having this conversation and everything's flowing and it's going great and all this stuff. And yet, anytime I approach, it's like he gets quiet for a few seconds. Like, I'm trying to feel you out to see. And I don't know what it is. Like, is it me? Me? Or is it everybody? Like, is this person just, hey, I'm ready for you. So in certain situations, we definitely need that. I definitely want him to be ready. But oftentimes it's not a situation that warrants that. So I think both of these two types, they have to take charge of so many situations and come up with so many answers and so many things that I probably could never come up with on the spot. So I think it's natural for them to gear up to a certain extent. But what I want to challenge you to do today is disarm a little bit. What's funny is this same guy, there have been a couple of times when I'll walk by him and I'll smile and I'll get the biggest smile from him. But that doesn't happen very often. But I tell you what, when it does, ooh, it's the best feeling, man. I'm telling you, it does something to me and it does something for me that I need. Because we need this guy's leadership abilities and take chargeness and making sure everything is right. This person takes care of the people around him in a way that is hard to match. So he definitely puts action behind his words in some magnificent ways, but it's just the arming up, the gearing up. Sometimes that's not necessary. Sometimes that super powerful energy, and they can't help it. Like they wear their powerfulness in a very intriguing way. But my ENFJ says that couldn't feel good all the time. So exercise moments when you don't need that, when you don't have to gear up, where you can relax, where your smile does something for the people around you. There could be some insight and input that you're missing because there are people who fear these types unnecessarily because their bark is bigger than their bite, but sometimes their bark isn't as big as their bite. Am I saying that correctly? Sometimes their bite is big. Okay. So if they bite, they're going to bite hard. So it's not that, but you have to understand from a, hey, it's just me and you here talking right now, that your energy can be really intimidating. And sometimes we need your energy to be intimidating because there are people that will run all over you or won't respect you or anybody else. Some people need that type of energy to get into gear. I'm telling you. And I can think of a situation where there was somebody that this person checked, and that person was actually, I was actually having a lot of issues with this person. By the time Mr. ENTJ or ESTJ got done with this person, guess who had no more problems with that person's antics? Zero, zip, zilch. So keep your assertiveness, keep your personality. I'm not saying that. I'm saying all of us have an area that can be tweaked for our own greater good because it relaxes your energy sometimes. It gives you some rest, some peace, some well-deserved peace. And not only that, you are very extroverted. So you need people. So you want people to feel safe engaging with you because you may just enjoy the conversation, learn something. I think also these types don't realize how strongly they come across. So not only disarm yourself, but disarm others with your smile. Because anybody with this big of a personality, they usually have a really big smile that can change the atmosphere into a happy one, an atmosphere of hilariousness, funny, cracking people up, enjoying some good banter. So I would just say, and I know some people say they hate when people tell them to smile more, but I would love for you to do a little experiment and try smiling more and see what happens. See what reactions you get. See how much more people share with you, open up with you, give you some information that could take you to a level. You're always aspiring. You're always aspiring for greatness. If you soften with some people, they will give you information that you can use to your advantage to climb higher heights. But if there are a lot of people who deem you unapproachable, then you're going to be missing out on some truths. Because I think both of these types can handle truths. They really can. I mean, they are going to be thick-skinned in some ways that other people are very thin-skinned. But if you don't disarm people, how are you going to get the information? How are you going to get that truth that you're seeking? You could tell somebody, oh no, you could tell me, you can really truly tell me the truth, but then your bark is like, rawr. And that makes people shy away. Oh, nope, I'm not going to share this idea with them because I don't know how they're going to react and I can't handle it because I'm not thick-skinned, right? I hope that makes sense. So I'm just saying it's to your advantage to disarm sometimes. Give people a smile. It benefits you because then you can relax a little bit and enjoy yourself a little bit more with all the hard work that you're putting in. And not only that, but it can put other people at ease. So it's like you're combining the, hey, I got you. Like I'm taking care of this environment with a feeling that brings people in sometimes in a very needed way. And hey, romance, when it comes to the love department, smile. Smile more. It's so important. You want to relax your energy a little bit. It's okay. Because love and romance, that's a place when we all feel vulnerable. We all, thick-skinned goes away and we all can become super thin-skinned in relationships for some reason. So disarm, especially in the romance department, and you will get a lot of what you want, but you got to disarm. All right. And even for ENTJs and ESTJs who are very strong people, we can all use a little help in the romantic department, which is why I wrote my book, Flip the Script on Love, because it's from my perspective. It's not from yours. And so, of course, I'm going to tell you some things that can help you or give you new insight because it's coming from someone outside of yourself, right? So we want to elevate that area because it's one of the areas of life that we get to enjoy that can bring us great comfort and enjoyment and happiness and fulfillment. So check it out. I will put the link in the description box. Share my videos, like them, hit that subscribe, because I'm going to help you. Definitely check out my videos on your types on my playlist, because you're going to enjoy them. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye.